Hey y'all, hey, I am Kayla Moore and I would like to welcome you to my channel. It is truly a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you stick around because I can't wait for us to grow and glow and evolve together. This channel is going to be all about the different experiences that I have, things that I decide to explore, and just little things that I want to take y'all on the ride with me. And don't put me in no box because I may be doing some things that you would never think I do. Okay, so a little bit about me. I am from Eastern North Carolina, the 252 area code. Shout out to Washington, North Carolina, also known as Little Washington, but if you really want to tell it, it's really the original Washington. Just look it up. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, after I graduated from high school, I moved to Durham to get my degree in okay, let's try that again. After I moved from Washington, I moved to Durham to get my degree at the illustrious North Carolina Central University. Okay, Eagle Pride Amplified. I went there and I got my Bachelor's of Arts in Music Industry with a vocal performance concentration. And I stayed around Durham like a year after, and then I moved to New York to get my master's degree at New York University. Shout out to NYU Steinhardt, okay? The program was super intense and it was a real struggle. So after I graduated there and got that master's degree, baby, I went home. Back to Durham, of course, because I love the Bull City, okay? So I moved back to Durham. I actually had a few rough patches while I was there, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm here. But while I was here and when COVID hit, I knew with the way I was, who I was, something had to change. So I took time to really learn how to love and overcome and accept me for who I am. I took time to forgive myself. I took time to explore, and you know what I'm saying? Now I'm deciding to do more exploring, but I just want to take y'all on the ride with me. You know what I'm saying? I did the first part of this journey as a hermit, and baby, I love being in my shell. But it's time to come out. It's time to pop out, love that, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to see what happens. So, for the first thing we're going to do on this channel, it's going to be a 30-day allergen eating challenge. So, for those who don't know, there was a time where I looked like this, and now I look like this, okay? So, I did a 30-day eating challenge with my boyfriend. He came home from an acupuncturist and she had told him that he had to be on this restricted diet for the acupuncture to really, really help his body and so he could stay in tune and everything. And he asked if I would do it and I was like, of course. I mean, I love a good challenge. And I was cooking very heavy at the time, experimenting, so I was down. Did the challenge, y'all, I'm telling you. The weight was dropping off me so fast. My skin was clearing up. I had eczema. I've suffered with eczema my whole life. It was clearing up. Sinuses clearing up. I thought I had year-round allergies. Lies. I thought I was going through early menopause. Lies. I was hot all the time. I had so much stuff going on with me. But during those 30 days, like everything just flipped at the blink of an eye, and it was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, that food could really be all this. Like, it could really, what you are, what you eat. Simple as that. I'm gonna leave it like that. So after that time, I had a lot of people asking me for recipes. How did I get so small? What did you eat? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm gonna just be honest with you, y'all ain't getting them recipes. I'm sorry. I don't write them down. I cook from the soul. And I want to shout out Tabitha Brown for pushing that, you know what I'm saying, mindset to cook from the soul, because I don't write it down. It's just how it comes. So I decided to just bring y'all on the journey with me this time since I had to do it again. Oh, why do I have to do it again? I hurt my wrist and I needed to go to a doctor, but now I like to do all things natural as possible. So I went to a holistic doctor who was a acupuncturist, the same acupuncturist my boyfriend went to, and she treated me for my wrist, and she also treated me for some other things that I had going on. I took an allergy test, and when I took the allergy test, honey, I found out that I was allergic to everything. Everything. Salt, chicken, beef, pork, dairy, trees, grass, weeds, latex, you name it, monk fruit, you name it, pepper, citrus, you name it. We tested for so many things, and I was allergic to just about all of it. The only meats that I can have are like turkey and fish, but I'm gonna get into that later. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna get into that later. But I went to the acupuncturist, and baby, we found out all these different things. And of course, for me to get the treatment of the acupuncture, I had to go through the 30 days again. She asked me if I would do it again. And I was like, of course. So this time around, I decided I would take y'all with me because it's going to be way different from the first time. The first time we had little to no knowledge about food, especially foods that are on this side of the spectrum. And this time we have a lot more knowledge. And so it's going to be a lot more things that we are going to be exploring and trying throughout this process. Now, what I want to show y'all is what I can eat, what I cannot eat, in a general sense, and then I'm going to show you, based on what I can eat, the things within that I cannot eat. And I'm going to show you the difference between me and the difference between Amir when it comes to eating. Because the one thing I love about this particular diet is based on you. It is tailored to you. So if you can have salt, if you can have coconut, eat it. Ain't nobody stopping you, honey. If I could, I promise you I would be tearing it down, okay? My boyfriend definitely puts salt on his food, even though I cook all the food with no salt. You know what I'm saying? So it's really tailored to you, and I think that that's super important to feed your body what it needs and what it wants. So those signals and those things, information won't be going off, okay? So I'm going to show y'all those things, and then we're going to get into the days. So let's see what I can eat. First are foods that we can't eat. So as y'all can see, most organic vegetables, fermented foods, meats, low glycemic, organic fruits, coconut, noodles. One noodle is a yam noodle, herbs and spices, and other, which is apple cider vinegar, herbal teas, olive oil, and olives. I would suggest that you pause the video so you can read all the way through for all of these. Next, we're going to see what I cannot eat. Sugars, high glycemic fruits, grains, nuts and seeds, gluten-containing compounds, dairy products and eggs, soy, fungi, alcohol, beans and legumes, nightshade foods, other foods like canned foods, coffee, and processed foods. Again, I would suggest that you pause the video because it's a lot in there, and this one is going to be pretty stressful. So foods I cannot eat within the foods that I can eat. In fermented foods, I cannot have coconut yogurt. In meats, I can't have any beef, any chicken, any lamb. I can only have turkey and fish, and there are certain fish that I can have. Within the low glycemic fruits, no avocados, no grapefruits, no lemons, oranges, because I'm allergic to citrus. That whole coconut thing, just take it out. And then I can't have apple cider vinegar. And Amir can have all those things. So I know that was a little bit nerve-wracking seeing all those things that I can and cannot eat, and you know what I'm saying. But it's okay. It's not as bad as it seems, and it's really, really fun. And I want to really display this journey because I want people to understand that just because you are eating healthy, it don't mean that it gotta be nasty or it gotta be small increments, like little portions, or I mean, you can eat good food and it be good food. You know what I'm saying? Tab is really showing us that already, but at the same time, I'm not vegan. So I'm gonna show you things that you can eat when you're having a vegan diet, not having a vegan diet, you know, different things. And I really hope that people try some of this stuff out. Please try some of these recipes so you can see it might be a little alternative. Maybe you add it to your meal, you know, once a week. Who knows? So throughout this process, expect to see some different foods that you've never seen before, or maybe you have seen and you haven't tried them. Expect to see some different seasonings, combinations, all kind of stuff, because I don't like to eat the same thing all the time. So you know what I'm saying, I switch it up a lot. So we're gonna be seeing a lot of little things. So let's get into day 1.
But before you go, make sure you hit the like button on this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that doorbell button. You need to know when every single one of these videos drop. The first video after this one should already be posted, but the other ones are definitely going to be on their way. So make sure you got that button already pressed. All right, y'all. Bye.